The university stone halls were alive with chatter, but Adrian walked through them as though drifting through a drama he didn't belong to. Around him, students laughed, exchanged notes, hurried towards exams, immersed in their ordinary human lives. For Adrian, it was exhausting. History was the only class he cared about, not out of ambition, not out of love for the professors, but because history whispered of the occult. Forgotten rites, civilizations that spoke of gods, demons, and monsters. He had chased those whispers since he was a boy. While other children played outside, Adrian sat in his room, poring over dusty books and copying ritual circles he found online. In his teens, he paid for magic courses hidden in strange corners of the internet. None of it ever worked. No sparks, no visions, nothing. The supernatural he longed for had never answered. And so history became the closest thing to magic the world allowed him. As he stepped out of class and pushed through the university's doors, Adrian's thoughts turned bitter. His lips moved as he muttered to himself, "Is this it? History's the only subject I care about. Does that mean I'm destined to be a professor, giving the same lectures until I wither away? If that's the peak of my life, then what was the point of all the searching? All the nights chasing proof of the occult? If I was never meant for more than this? Mundane, meaningless, ordinary." He stopped on the steps, staring out at the horizon. And then, the world changed. The ground shuddered. A low rumble like something vast was moving beneath the earth. Windows rattled. Students screamed. Adrian gripped the railing, heart hammering. Above him, the sky bled crimson. Not a sunset, not storm clouds. A living red that spread like fire across the heavens. Adrian froze. His chest tightened. He had dreamed of the supernatural all his life, and now it was here. His eyes burned. His vision blurred. Heat surged behind his pupils. His breath caught in his throat. He stumbled forward, clutching at his face. And then, agony. His reflection in the glass doors flared scarlet, eyes glowing. His knees gave out, and the world went black. Silence. When Adrian awoke, he was lying in the grass beside the steps. The sky was calm again, painted only with ordinary twilight. Around him, students murmured nervously, phones buzzing with news alerts. But nothing was ordinary anymore. He sat up slowly, trembling. The world was sharp, too sharp. Colors blazed as if someone had turned the saturation of reality all the way up. Textures popped. Every stone, every leaf, every grain of dirt. Motion itself seemed slower, stretched, as if time had bent. Yet his body felt faster, ready, coiled like a predator's. He could hear conversations across the courtyard as though the voices spoke directly into his ear. He smelled perfume from a passing student mingling with a faint trace of rain miles away. Adrian's chest heaved. The reflection of his scarlet eye still glowed faintly in the nearby glass. He staggered back home in a daze, every step shaking him with sensations too vivid to comprehend. By the time he collapsed onto his couch, he was half convinced he had gone mad. With trembling hands, He turned on the television. Anchors filled the screen, scrambling for words, talking over each other. Massive seismic activity across the globe. Skies turning red. Unconfirmed reports of a gate opening in Los Angeles. The feed stuttered. Static ripped across the broadcast. And then she appeared. A woman. Platinum hair gleaming like starlight. Golden eyes burning with power. Behind her stretched the silhouette of a Gothic castle, its spires piercing the crimson sky. Her voice was calm, cold, regal. I am Lady Nyx, matriarch of the Scarlet Covenant. The words struck like thunder. For thousands of years, we have been your unseen guardians. Vampires. While humanity lived in ignorance, we waged war against hell itself, keeping its corruption at bay. She raised her hand, revealing an ancient sigil, a golden spiral surrounded by 5 radiant spikes. The relics have stirred. The Hellgate has opened. And so the resonance awakens those of our bloodlines. If your blood answers the call, you are no longer human. You are vampire. And your place is with us. Adrian's heart pounded. His scarlet reflection burned in the black screen of the television, staring back at him with inhuman fire. For years he had searched for proof. For years he had felt out of place in the world. Now he had both. Breathless, he whispered into the silence. It's real. It's all real. And I'm not just ordinary. The night settled outside. For everyone else, the world continued unchanged. But for Adrian, the mundane had ended, and the Scarlet Covenant had begun.